I've been doing quite a bit of welding on the old 40 right here lately, making parts and whatnot. And my weld table here, if that's that's what you want to call it, it ain't big enough. No, sir. I'm gonna make me a new weld table where I can actually bolt my grinder and vise down to it instead of just clamping it. What I got, this is gonna be the legs. It's, I don't know, is it 4-inch? I think it's weld casing maybe. We're gonna make the legs out of that, and I got some 3/8 metal in the back of the truck out there. I think it's roughly 4x6. I'll have to measure it again. I'm gonna make it about, well, let me get my tape measure. We'll just see how tall I'm gonna make this sucker. This one here is 38. Yep. And then this one over here is approximately 36.5 or so. Let's make it 38. Make it match that right there. So let me cut 4 legs 38 inches long. I'm hoping that my chop saw is big enough to cut these. Let me get it down here on the floor. We'll cut us some legs. Then I'll show you that metal here in a minute. Hey, we gotta do some work on it too. Let me get the chop, man. I reckon I need to make me a clean cut on this end firstly. Let's do that. All right, let me get this slid up in here. And then I need to get that end propped up where we're level. Now, how much stuff do I need to stack? Let me see. Approximately 3 inches. 2 2x4s should do it. Oh, yeah. All I'm doing is holding this square on this, whatever you want to call it, making sure my gap is the same. That way we'll get us a pretty decent square cut. I ain't even gonna worry about that. This is a heavy. I don't think it needs to be clamped. Let's see if we can cut it off. All right, they make me a market. What did I say, 38? Might be wondering why I'm using such a big pipe for the legs. Well, that's what I got. That's why I'm using 38 right there. All right, let me slide that saw down. Oh, do-do-da-day! Yeah! All right, let me see if we're square. No, sir, we need to go that way a little bit. That ain't bad. Perfectamundo. Uh-oh. We're plugged back into that circuit that doesn't like this saw. Yay! All right, let's see if it'll work this time. These little pipes are jam-packed full of nuts and mud, so let me take this outside and dump it. There's one. Gotta cut 3 more. Alright, I got all 4 of my legs cut. I'm gonna get a grinder. We're gonna grind these smooth right now because that right there is like a razor blade. Let me get them cleaned up, and then I'm gonna back my truck in here and show y'all the top that I'm using. There's my metal that I'm using for the top of it. It's 3/8 thick, and it is approximately exactly 51.5 by 44. So I lied to y'all about the size, but it's still much better than that little rinky-dink thing I got over there. What I got to do is cut this little quarter off, and then y'all can see how rough it looks. That's from a plasma cutter. Got to grind it all up real good. Weld my legs on it, and we'll be done with it. I want y'all to look at this right here. I got a little, I don't know if it's a chipmunk or a ground squirrel. I think it's a chipmunk. I don't know if he's got a nest in them leaves or what. I was fixing to do some stuff on this piece of metal, and I heard something rustling up there. Poor little feller. Let me get him out of there. I don't know where he went. I think he's up in here somewhere. Where you at, bud? There he goes, there he goes. Come here. Let's get out of here. Go on. Go. Get out of here. Shoo. Go on, bud. No, now get. Go, 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 go. All right, you'll be all right there. Well, I decided to back a truck in here where I can see what I'm doing, and my plasma cutter can reach. You know, the little chipmunk. I know where he come from. I've been trying to figure out how in the world did he get in the back of this truck. That pipe, I brought it from Mama's this afternoon, and all those acorns and dirt and whatnot inside of it, yeah, that was his home. I feel kind of bad. I destroyed his home, destroyed his food supply, and took him away from his neighborhood. I really hate that. I'll try to catch him, but he run across the backyard and he's gone in the woods now. Anyway, let's cut this off and then grind it. This is really, really heavy. Got all the edges ground where at least it won't cut me. That's all I'm worried about right now. I'll do the bottom side, which will be the top side when I flip it over in a little bit. I'm just going to weld it right here in the truck. That way I ain't got to be on my knees on the floor. Let me get my square, make sure we're square both ways and all that. We'll go to tacking these legs on. I think I'm going to go approximately 1.5 inches from each side. That sounds pretty good. All right. How square are we? Or plumb, or whatever you call it. Not very. We're out. All right. Well, let me get that where it needs to be, and I'll tack it in place. This is difficult to do with only 2 hands. I ain't trying to get it perfect, but it needs to be better than that. That ain't bad. I'm gonna leave that. This one here. I'll say right there. Don't move. Let's check that. I can live with it. Let me weld this one up real quick. All right, we got 3 more to go. Oh yeah! Last one. Alrighty. Well, there 'tis. It's a wee bit flimsy. when you go to pushing and pulling on these legs. So I think what I might do tomorrow, go to the metal store and get us some, I don't know, probably 3-inch angle iron and put it in between the legs everywhere. That'll stiffen her up pretty good. I think that's what I'll do. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm over here at Mama's trying to find some scrap steel over back here in the woods. She just come running, I mean, just fast as she could. She saw me. You doing all right, girl? Say hello, everybody. All right, let's go find some steel. Come on. No, this way. Come on. Come on. Well, I got me some angle iron today. I decided to go with 2-inch instead of 3. I went over to Mama's, and if y'all seen me work on stuff over there, you know that big old heavy-duty table that Daddy built many, many moons ago. Well, I looked under it to see what kind of angle iron he used. He used 2-inch, and it does just fine and dandly. So I think it'll do just fine and dandly for what we're building here. I got to cut 4 pieces, weld them on. We'll be done. I'm not going to worry about putting nothing here. I don't think I'll need to. If I do, well, we'll just put angle iron up here. But for now, I ain't going to worry about it. I'm just going to try to stiffen the tabletop up. 39 1/2 of the inches. What I got to have. So we will make a mark approximately right here. Well, it appears I got a little bit of weld in the way. This won't lay flat, so let me do some grinding. Yes, sir. Either the table's bowed or my angle iron is, because she's doing a little bit of rocking. Let me get my tape measure, clamp this down, and we'll weld it up. We'll put her at 4 inches. How about that? 4 inches. And that there. Right. Well, there's one. I got 3 more to do. Yeah. Let's stiffen her up quite a bit. Last one. All right. Let me clean these tools up, and we will attempt to unload this heavy thing. Well, now I'll be attempting to unload this thing. I loaded it top by myself, but we got a little extra weight on it now. I hope it doesn't kill me, but y'all might witness my death right here. Be easy now. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Probably just put a big old hole in my concrete. Now I gotta get her flipped up. I need to get my truck out here, get it out of the way. We can scoot her over here in the middle. Did that bust the concrete? Yeah, a little bit. It'll be all right. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I really don't. Tell you what. I'm gonna have to wait till I get some help. Let me see. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That wasn't too bad. With Artiz, it's pretty sturdy. Yep, it don't shake none. You might have noticed this little notch cut out here. And I could have, straightened that out, but I didn't want to. I'm lazy. Y'all should know that by now. That affects the operation of this table 0 amounts, so I wasn't worried about it. If I ever need to put anything really, really heavy on it, I may just weld me a leg out there in the middle. That'll take care of that issue, but I don't really see me putting anything that heavy on it. I think it'll be just fine. Yep. It would be nice if I had a shelf underneath. We may do that sometime, but right now I just wanted a bigger weld table because look at that thing over there. And it's not flat, and well, this is going to be much, much better. Yep, it sure is. Now that we got this done, I got one more thing I want to do. This motor right here. I'm leaving it right here for now because we got a big piece of something to make on the main channel. You may have already seen that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here for now, but I need to get it out of the way because we need to pull this motor out here, and I got to do some stuff to it real quick. Some of y'all might remember this motor from last spring. A friend of mine gave it to me. It was right before we started building the shop. And it's a Dodge 318. I guess it's a Magnum. I don't know. I don't know Dodge, but it's probably a good motor. Don't know how many miles it had on it, but I think he told me it ran when pulled. You know how that goes. What I want to do is, it's been outside ever since last spring. Had it covered up. Well, we had a windstorm. Actually had a tornado on the other side of town a few weeks ago, and blew my cover off. I didn't know it. Then it snowed. Of course, it rained too during that windstorm. Then it snowed 4 inches of snow on top of it. That's when I noticed it was uncovered. So I brushed all the snow off, looked down in the throttle body. Pretty sure I saw ice down in the intake, so I think she's got some water in her. I'm on to pull the spark plugs, put a camera down in each cylinder, make sure we ain't got no wooters down in there, drain the Earls, make sure there ain't no wooters in the Earl pan, and look at this right here. I just pulled the spark plug wires off, but what is the purpose of this right here other than to catch water, oil, dirt, grease, debris? That's just dumb. I don't understand that. I'm going to see if I can't pull them off. But let's pull the spark plugs out and I'll get my camera out and we'll look down in all the cylinders. See if we can't pull these off. I don't think so. Not easily. No, she ain't a-moving. Well, I don't understand the purpose of that. If the spark plug boot, fit tight in there, I could understand it, but it don't. Oh, whatever. Let's pull the plugs out. See all that rust down in there? That's just dumb. Well, I can't even get that one. All right, let's see what we got going on down in here. I don't see any wooters there. Let's look in this one here. I don't see no wooters there. I need to angle this a little bit. I need to get a little bit better camera than what I got. I don't see nothing in there. I don't see nothing in there. I still see crosshatch, but I think I also see horizontal or vertical scratching too. So it's got a few miles on it. I don't see no waters there. Let me do the other side and then we'll drain the oil. There's the 4 plugs from the other side. Every single one of them is wet with something. So I bet you money there's either water in the cylinders or it has been in the cylinders. What I don't understand though, it was laying on this side. So how in the world did it get up there? I don't know. Let's look inside the cylinders. Do we have any wooders in these cylinders over here? I don't see nothing in that one. And my camera won't come back out either, so that's good. There we go. What about this one? It's wet with something, but I don't see any water. It could have done went and passed the rings. So there's probably some in the Earl pan. Yeah, see some right there for sure. Yep. What about this one? No, I don't see none in that. Let me see if I can get something to dry this one out. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's just a little bit. I probably ain't even a teaspoonful, but it needs to be gotten out. And then we'll drain the Earls. I expect to see... Oh, wait a minute. There's some right there. Yep, I see it now. Sure enough. I didn't have the camera aimed right. I don't see none in that one, but we got it in at least two. Let me see if I can blow air. Get my little skinny blow nozzle down in there. Maybe we can get it to evaporize. Then we'll spray WD-40 in all of them. Well, I got hit in the face with some debris. Got some in my eyeballs. Let's see if we got any wooders now. I don't see none there. That one's real close to the top. Let me see if I can turn it over. Get the pistons on the bottom. Some of them. I don't have a socket big enough for the crank. It's like, I don't know, it's huge, like an inch or something. Let's see if the alternator, yeah, alternator's making it turn. So, let's just rotate her a little bit. Well, it stopped. Go back the other way. I've turned it over 3 or 4 times. So if there's any rust in there, hopefully it's cleared out. Now let me get them on the bottom so I can see the whole piston area. All right, let me see if we can see anything a little better with that. I see something, but I don't think it's water. I think it's possibly Earl's. She might have been an Earl burner. Yeah, I don't see no water in that one. Let me go to the next one, get it on the bottom. All right. This one is on bottom now. I don't see it puddled up anymore. So I think we might be good. Let me check these other two and then I'll be back. Best I could tell, there ain't no water standing now, but this back one here, it's got quite a bit of Earls on top of the piston, so I don't know if that's a valve seal or what, but it's got lots of Earl in it. I'm gonna spray this WD in it and turn it over by hand a few times and then we'll drain the oil. I turned it over a bunch by hand and it actually got a little easier to turn over after just a little bit. Makes me think there may have been rust in the cylinders. I don't know. Let me get these spark plugs put back in, then we'll drain the Earls. I bet you we're gonna see a little bit of wooders coming out. I just checked the Earls in it and it was showing pretty low. It was below the add mark, but I ain't sure that dipstick goes with that too. It just don't look right. Anyway, let's see if we got any water in this. I hope not. Ready? Here we go. Alrighty. We ain't got nothing. Just a little bit of Earl dribbling out. Well, this is not good. This is not good at all. Let me get something jab up in there. See if there's a bunch of sludge in the way. No, sir, it just, it just has no oil at all in it. What in the devil? That's not good. No, let me lean her over. Getting just a wee bit, that's it. Well, I'm concerned about this motor now. If we use it in something, we may have to pull it apart, rebuild it, because that's not good. I reckon if you're a glass half full kind of person, you can look at it like this. At least there wasn't no water in it. I don't know what to think about this. No oil. Yeah, this motor's probably junk, I would say. I'll tell you what we might do one day. Put it on the run stand. Let's see what it does. Well, I'm a little disappointed with this motor. I don't know why it wouldn't have any earls in it. Why would somebody just drain the oil? Don't make sense. We'll tear into it sometime, pull the oil pan, pull the rod and main cap, see what they look like. If they look good, well, we'll put it in something. Might put it in that dang old Dodge. Yeah, we're going to work on that thing again someday. Anyway, glad to get my weld table done. I believe that's going to be both handy and dandy. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch you on the next one.